It's craft time! Today we're going to make cardboard cockpits, and then we can play with them and pretend to fly an airplane. What you're going to need for this craft are some old lids that are nice and clean and washed out, pieces of cardboard, different sizes. You'll need scissors and tape, and also pencils, colored pencils, and construction paper. So I started out making my cardboard cockpit already, and here's my cockpit. I added some dials onto the cardboard, and I also used some tape to make some screens and buttons and different things that I might be able to push. Let me show you how I made these really cool dials. First, I looked up on How Things Fly website to get some ideas of what these different dials look like, and what I might be able to think about. So I thought that this lid would make a great dial for our cockpit. And what I needed to do was to make a circle that would fit right inside the lid. So the way that I did that was I took a piece of construction paper and I just drew around the lid using my colored pencil. And I'm going to draw around that lid to make the perfect circle that will fit inside the lid. Great. Now I'm going to cut that out, and if I cut out that shape that I drew on here, right here, inside of the circle, it should fit right inside the lid. This is going to be make the background of my dial, and then I'm going to just draw some different things on the dial that will make it look just like some of the things that you find inside the cockpit. Some of the things that you have will show you how high you're going, how much you're tilted, the direction that you're going in, all of these different very important information. So they might have, there's my circle, so I might want to put some different little lines on this to sort of show the way that dial is working. So maybe for this one, I'm going to make a big X in the middle of it, and using my colored pencil shows up really nicely on the black paper. And then maybe I'll put some numbers around it, like a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. There we go. There's some numbers I put on it. And maybe it has a big dial in the middle of it that points in different directions. What do you think this one might do? Maybe this one helps to tell us the wind speed or some other information. So there's my new dial. I'm going to put some different little lines on it too, just to make it look like something that might work. If you want to make these really realistic, you can, or you can just make them kind of look the way you want them to look. Now I'm going to put that right inside of this lid, and I'll just sort of slide it right into that lid, and look, it fits. Great, it looks really cool. I'm going to add this one right onto the cockpit that I started making before. So to do that, I'm just going to put a little tape roll on the back. I can use whatever color tape for this, it's not going to show. So here's some green tape, and I'll make a roll of tape and stick that right on the back. And then I'm going to put that right on my cockpit. Maybe I'll put it right here. Okay. I think that looks pretty cool. I added some different other things to my cockpit too. Like I found this old piece of equipment with a kind of a springy wire, and I thought that would really work well. So I just put a little hole in my cardboard and covered it with tape, and then this way I can just plug that right in. Cool. And that would, I think, really look like something that looks like a radio or something that you might find in your cockpit. And over here I also made a yoke, and so here this was a little flap of cardboard that was on the edge of a box, and I added taped on a little back to it and put a popsicle stick in it so that it could stick right into my cockpit. And then I can use that as a steering column to steer my plane. Wow, I think I'll have a lot of fun pretending to fly an airplane with this. I hope you make one too, and if you do, share your creations with us at Aaron Space at home or on Facebook. Bye-bye, see you next time.